Angela Irene. Thanks so much for being here with our budget life. There is so much to go over. Oh, happy March. All right, let's do this. Let's see what we've got going on here. We have our regular cast of characters. We've got our cash envelopes. We have our sinking funds. This time around, we've got $4,420. We have all of the wonderful savings challenges that we're working on. And I have a surprise. I'm hoping everybody who is with this journey will follow along with us and play along. I have started a Facebook group and a Facebook personal page under Angela Irene's Budget Life so we can share ideas and share resources. And I have some already uploaded. So let's talk about it all, but let's get going. Let's start with the updated to Facebook. All right, I have started both a group and a page. It's under Angela Irene's Budget Life on Facebook. The group, that one is open for discussion. People can discuss things and post ideas, how to save money, how we can do, to share ideas to do the best that we can as a group. And the page is just about posting, but what I'm going to try to do is post on both things, and we'll decide which one we like better. But I like the one that's interactive. I like the group, but I wasn't sure everybody was going to be, thrilled with that format, so I also created a page. But both areas do have the very first of the resources that I'm posting up for free. This will be the paycheck budget worksheets. Each month has a different color, a little bit different theme. So a little bit of pop of color to make it interesting, but not a ton of graphics, so it's not going to cost an arm and a leg to print. So each month will be a little something different, and all 12 are up there. They're in the files. I have an album on either page. You can click on it and download the ones that are useful to you. And I will, since I just started, this is what I've gotten together so far, but I will try to get up as new content each month, and as I create something, I will post that as well. So come join me on Facebook under Angela Irene's Budget Life. I'll post it somewhere on here. And, I'd love to see you. I'd love to hear your ideas, and let's keep sharing and, saving together. All right, let's get started. Let me grab my cash envelopes and let's find out how we did in February. Before we can kick off March, we've got to figure out how we did in February. So let's see what I have left in my cash envelopes. As always, we've got groceries, we have gas, health, pet needs, miscellaneous, and eating out. All right, and if you're new here, these are the cash envelopes. We are a cash-based, single income, zero-based budget, and I pay with cash. I don't, very rarely do we do anything with the account. I would rather just see the money, see where it goes. But, okay, this money that I have left, whatever I have left from the month, that does end up as our savings challenge money. That's how I put money in our savings challenge. So let's see how we're doing. Okay, now groceries. Haha, I knew I was working hard to try to save that. This, not so much. We don't have too much in the way of that. Okay, I do have a little left in gas, not much, but we will take it. That is a win-win-win. Okay, pet needs should be nothing. Yeah. Miscellaneous. And eating out, I'm sorry to say, but y'all, it was slushy month. I don't know what to tell you. This addiction is very real. It is very, very real. But since we're not really eating out and we're doing slushies, that $20 I usually have in there, that's okay. You know what? It's a lot better than what it used to be. So I take that as a win. And everything we get out of these, this is how, we save for the year. All right, we have the 100, 20, 40, 60, 82. Yes. 20, 35, 42. All right, so 242. Oh, I'll take that all day long. All right, I'll put that aside. We'll deal with that at the end. Let me grab the cash for these. We'll make this quick and painless. Okay, before we fill the envelopes back up, let me go over the few changes we have in the budget. The salary increased. We went up $30 between the cost of living and then the bigger deduction for the health care. But hey, any increase is an increase. We'll take it. So we are now dealing with the budget of $4,420. My husband gets paid once a month. The house stayed the same. The bills, however, down here, my daughter ended up getting married and they've moved out of the travel trailer. So we are not going to put money towards the trailer anymore, but my husband got glasses and they want him to come back next year and they will probably adjust the prescription because of the drastic change he had. So I need to start planning for, if it's the same as it was this year, I need to plan on $600 for next year. So the trailer is going to convert itself to glasses. So instead of saving $40 for the trailer, we're going to save $50 for glasses. So the house bills are $1,360. The rest of our bills are $1,165. The cash envelopes are going to stay the same at $1,285. Our sinking funds over here, Christmas is staying the same, birthdays are the same, but because our young couple has gotten married, the anniversaries will increase from 2 envelopes to 3, so that'll be, instead of $20, it'll now be $30. Mother's Day, Father's Day, subscriptions, and emergency all stay the same, so this category will now be $440. And then for our savings challenges down here, our 52-week savings challenge, this time around we have 5 Sundays, so it's a little more. This one will be $130, which means that the $100 envelope, the 100 envelope challenge is going to get $40. So we are a zero-based budget. So if you take our $4,420 and you subtract every one of these categories, you end up with zero. Every dollar has a job. Okay, so that was the budget. That was what changed this time around. Okay. Groceries, this is my biggest one. This one is $500. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 5. Well, I should take that back since we, increased gas. Gas is now our biggest. Ugh, I hate that category. Speaking of which, let's talk about it right now. Gas is $600. 1, 2, 300. 20, 40, 60, 84. 20, 40, 60, 85. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, and 6. We live in Northern California. Our gas is going up again. I don't know what on earth is happening now, but anytime there's something, I don't know, somebody sneezed and gas goes up here. I don't know what the deal is, but living in rural California, it has its challenges. All right, health is $100, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 1. Our main store here, really our only store here, is Walmart. So I split our orders up into groceries and then anything health, toothpaste, shampoo, that kind of stuff. So that comes out of this envelope. Pet needs, I make our pet's food, our rotund 4-legged child, her food, I make it. But I set aside $15 a month because, what if I need something else to make doggy cookies, or, I buy doggy cookies, something like that, or something comes up. So that's what that's for. Then we have miscellaneous, and this is if I just don't have a category for something and obviously something comes up. 20, 40, and 50. And when in life lately is, something not coming up, it seems to always come up. Eating out used to be 60. We have dropped this down to 20, looking at the budget, and I'll flash it somewhere so you can scrutinize it too. I just don't have a whole lot for eating out. And my husband and I have an extreme slushy, slurpy, icy addiction. So getting gas means, $20 worth during the month, usually on some form of slushy. We're not going to talk about that, are we? So that was 20. All right, so these are the categories we use every month, all month long. But I have a little caveat. This year we are trying like crazy to save money every month and forcing us to save even more, okay? So each month I'm going to yank out $80, and it doesn't really matter where it comes from, just out of the envelopes. So I know for a fact we are saving money. So let's do 20. 60 and 80. And that way I'm already kind of, I'm a little behind the 8 ball there, but if I don't see it, we can't spend it. It can't, it can't all be spent, right? I mean, let's face it, some months are better than others and you can save and you can't, but if it's already out of here, I am guaranteed that at least $80 are put away and will go towards our savings for next year. So that's this binder. All right, so let's put these away. And since we're in a saving mood, let's do the sinking funds. Before I get to the sinking funds, I had a comment if I would post what my cash wallet looks like. And I got this from Amazon. I did post the link below. It's not real leather. It's not real expensive. But you know what? I had it several years and it's holding up really, really well. I just put my cash envelopes in here, and it has a lot of storage for, like your membership cards, like to Safeway and stuff like that. So, you know what? I'm really hard on my stuff, but look at it, it's holding up really, really well. So that's my cash wallet. Our sinking funds this time around will be $440. And actually, that's what it should be now from now on. Our little couple, our youngest daughter and her husband, they ended up getting married at the courthouse. So we are now officially saving for an anniversary. So that'll get added on this month. Okay, savings challenges, a little different than sinking funds. Savings challenges, you're saving for, the unknown. I mean, you're saving money, right, for your future. These sinking funds are for items that are coming up. Birthdays, holidays, taxes, whatever that need may be. So for us, mainly it's around the holidays. But if I break it up into 12 months, I can save a little towards each of the things, and it doesn't, impact our budget at the end of the month. I mean, not everybody has that luxury. We don't, so I make sure I save. So we're going to start off with Christmas, and that is $200. And then we have the 3 birthdays for the kids. Well, now 3 kids, and then my parents, and then us. So each one of these will get a $10 bill. So at the end of the year, instead of buying something trivial, I give $120, and they can pick what they want to spend the money on. And everybody's at that age right now that I think, really cash versus, some little trinket or, whatever means more. They have a need for it. So obviously this will represent $50 total between the 5. Okay. And then we're going to move on to anniversaries. So this is where we've got our new one. We've got mom and dad, we have the young couple, and we have us. All right, and each one of these will also get a $10 bill. And I am not sure where this one, it had to come out of a different set, but this one has a snap, which I really, really like. I wish they all had that snap. Okay. And then we have Mother's Day and Father's Day. Each one of them will get $10. We do like a combined Mother's Day where all of the moms in our family, you know, we get together and we try to, you know, have good food and, you know, great company. And that's kind of how we do it these days. All right, subscriptions and emergencies. All right, subscriptions for us will be our AAA for towing. And, you know, we have older vehicles, so that has come in handy, let me tell you. Amazon, we live out in the middle of nowhere. So them bringing stuff to us for free delivery, priceless, simply priceless. So for right now, our subscription folder is $40 a month, 20 and 40. And unfortunately, usually those two, you know, renew at the same time. So, you know, I'm starting with nothing again, pretty close. And emergency is $100 because stuff comes up. It just does. Okay, so our sinking funds represent $440. And, you know, before we started this, you know, this kind of journey that we're on now, this stuff would just be random. And then, you know, it would go on a credit card and then it would take me forever to try to pay it off. And then by the time I did pay it off, it was time to start again. And it was a really ugly, ugly cycle with interest and just, ugh. So it was just easier to go along with the system. I mean, it's $440, which is significant for a budget, but it's a lot easier than trying to pay for interest. And each one of these little things just randomly, just all of a sudden, oops, it's birthday month. Oops, it's, you know, taxes or whatever it could be that pops up. Think about starting some sinking funds. You know, it has been an absolute game changer. I'll use that term. It's been a game changer. Okay, let me grab the first of the bill binders and let's start paying some bills. Work on the house binder. I love this binder so much. And again, I got these on Amazon. They have really held up well. I was really surprised. I am hard on everything, but these so far, knock on wood, they're doing great. Okay, this represents $1,360. This takes a lot of our budget. So let's start with the house. This is our portion of the property. We share property with my parents. It's 1, 2, 3, and 400. And we moved on to the property. We sold our house and moved here to help out with family medical issues that were going on. The electric, I am really hoping that this comes down a little with the travel trailer that my daughter was living in, because when we moved here, she didn't have a bedroom. So that became an extended bedroom, her tiny house. So I'm hoping this comes down a little because we've turned that thing off now. So 1, 2, 3, and 400. Okay, the insurance, this includes not only, you know, the contents of the house, but it also has the trailer on it and our vehicles. So this represents quite a little bit for us. It's $280. Some of these are such new bills. They're really, really wanting to keep together. 1, 2, 50, 70, and 80. WLC, water, laundry, and doggy cookies. The well is on my parents' side, so they have to pay to pump the water. The laundry is on that side, so we do laundry over there, and then they buy our rotund child doggy cookies because she visits a lot. She eats a lot. All right, that's 20, 40, and 60. The garbage is a service that we have once a week. That's 20 for our portion. Propane is 100. So far, you know, I wasn't sure that, excuse me, 100 a month would cover it. So far right now, we haven't had like a terribly cold winter, so that's been holding up for us. And repairs, that's also 100. And we will be having some upcoming repairs for sure. We've got a lot going on. All right. So the house binder, $1,360. And binder number 2, this one is going to be the majority of the rest of our bills. This is $1,165. All right, life insurance for the girls, that is $20. Cable, this is $300, although we did have an email that the rate hike is kicking in. So, 1, 2, and 3. Can't wait to see how much that's going to be. The cell plan, mine is on a yearly plan with Mint Mobile, loving it. But my husband still has his phone until he retires. I think we're going to leave it just kind of the way it is. So right now his is 45, 20, 40, and 5. But after he retires, I think we're going to switch it as well. The streaming media, this one is 20. DMV, I've had a lot of questions on DMV. We only pay once a year for each one of the cars, but if I don't save every month for it, and they're within a few months of each other, our budget would be so blown. It would just be really, really bad. So I broke it up to save a little bit of it each month. That way, when it comes around, I have the money in the envelopes. So this is 85. 50, 70, 80, and 5. But we do only pay once a year, but I do break it up. It's the only way I can get it in the budget. Okay, auto maintenance is 80, although I really, really, really want that to go back up to 100. 20, 40, 60, 80. Because say it with me, gang. I say it every month. If you take care of your car, it will take care of you. In theory. We've had a lemon or two in our day, so, you know, I understand the whole, I don't care what I put into it, my car isn't taking care of me. But for the most part, we have found that if you service your cars, if you take care of them, they last longer. So that's my soapbox, my little soapbox for the day. All right, I did change it. It was a 5K loan. We paid that off. Unfortunately, we ended up with a 4K loan. So this is the one that we're working on now. This is $335. But I will pay it off within that year because I do not want to pay interest. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, and 5. Our car loan is $230. 1, 2, 20, and 30. Okay. The trailer, that one is closed. Whatever cash I have in here will be whatever, you know, we need to replace, whether it's the hose or whatever. That'll come out of that, but I'm not going to add to it anymore. But I am going to add to glasses because we know my husband is going to end up again with probably the same kind of dollar amount next year. But that's okay. As long as I can plan for it, I'm good. And that is $50. So 20, 40, and 50. All right, this binder here was $1,165, and that represented the rest of our bills. That means, yay! All right, let's do the fun part. Let's put some money in savings. Let's work on the 52-week savings challenge and the 100 envelope savings challenge. The 52-week savings challenge we set up is every week we're alternating between 20, 30, 20, and 40. The very last week we're going to end up with $10. So this whole savings challenge will be $1,400 in total. So in the month of March, we have 5 Sundays. So we will be putting together a 20, 30, 20, 40, and a 20. So this represents $130. So we'll be marking off all 5 of these right now. So I did get me a little 52-week savings challenge folder. I love this little binder. It's so cute. I'm still not so crazy about the folding of the money because at the very end of the year, it doesn't really want to film nicely. It doesn't want to lay flat. And frankly, the bank was a little perturbed that everything was sort of bent. And it's money. But they were still perturbed. So, we'll see. I may get a different binder for next year, but we'll see. So we will fill 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And week 13. All right, so we have them filled. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, we'll mark those down. So at the end of the day, $1,400 for us is a huge. But there again, if we didn't make the savings in the little increments like it is now, it would just end up being money that is, well, frankly, just would have gotten, just sort of in the wind. I mean, we just would have spent it on probably random stuff, which in the end we don't need. All right, so up to date, we are down to week 13, and in that binder will be $350 already. And look at this. I mean, we're talking almost, almost making some good progress for this year. All right, the 100 envelope savings challenge. This one, the last time around, it took us over 2 years, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. We'll get there when we get there. But I did. Okay, now we have $40 here in our budget that we know that will be in this binder, but I did sell some things. I'm sorry, I'm still all about getting rid of things that we don't need. So I sold $70 worth of jewelry. And then I had $30 worth of jewelry. And then we had this $1 bill that we were still going to let ride. I think I'm still going to let it ride because I do have, I don't know if you can see it down here. I'm working on this last row because it's the most expensive. And what I've decided to do, instead of like stuffing $94, this whole row I'm going to make $100 bills, or well, $100 in general. So since we have that 70 and 30, that's going to mark that one down for $100. And then I had $40 from the budget, and that one is open. So what I think I'm going to do is fill that one. So let's do the 40. I think this is going to be, I think it's going to look so cool. 20, 30, and 40. And that was from our budget. That when it's finally filled, I think that is going to be so cool looking. Okay, now the bank's probably still going to have a heart attack that, all this money is spent, but it's still money. It's not like I washed it. I just put it in the binder. Come on now. And then I will take the 30, 40, 60, 80, and 1. You know what I'm going to do? Because I think this is going to, well, will it fit? Let's see if it fits. Because if it does, then that's great. If not, I will see if I have a $100 bill and swap it out. Okay, so this is 96. Let's work on, that's fine, 96. But for me, this last row is, $100. Oh, that's a little more difficult to come by. Oh, it will fit beautifully. Okay, so 96. So that is the row I've decided that I want to work on, this very last one here, because I know it's going to be the most challenging for us to complete. Make that a little darker. And then we filled the 40. Hey, we got to fill 2. I'm happy about that. So all in all, I mean, at least it looks like a little color. There's way too much white on here. But like I said, this is the one that I knew was going to take us a while, and that's okay. That's all right. We'll get there. All right, now we have the money that we had from our carryover from February. This is what we had left in our cash envelopes. So I'll go ahead and grab these savings challenges, and then we'll finish up the month. All right, well, let's start with breaking the bank. After we're done with this one will be $500. Our big piggies are 20. Our little piggies are 10. I'm going to put 100 towards this one. So let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. And we're making some good progress on this one. Let's put this in this binder here. This will be our savings challenge binder, breaking the bank. Okay, the next one is show me the money, honey. This one is $400 total, so I'm going to put 20 towards that. Each one is 5. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, excuse me. But you know, I cannot count today. Each one is 5, so that'll be 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good grief. It's been a long week. How has your week gone? I hope better than mine. My goodness. This one is always really colorful. I love yellow. I don't look good in yellow, but I love the color. Cannot wear yellow to save my soul. All right, and that is $20, Ange. Goodness gracious. Okay, so that'll be show me the money, honey. Okay, the next one is rolling the dice, and I have the $2, so let's find us a 2 on the die here. Here we go. Mark this one down. Well, that's okay. This one takes a while too. That's $2. But I love this one because if I need change, this is the envelope I usually end up going to. And the last one is savings by number. Okay, and this one will be $400. Oh, goodness gracious, here we go. Will be $400. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, and 20. So what I want to do is fill in these 3 20s on each side of the butterfly. So this one, this little strip here, this one here, again with the little strip in that one. So this will be the $120. Let's fill those in. All right. She's coming along. Should be nice and colorful when we're all done. All right, so that'll take care of this. Let me put this in the binder as well. All right, gang, those were the savings challenges. I think we're making some pretty good progress. I'm happy with it. Thank you so much for being here today. Happy, happy March. I hope you're saving. I hope you're challenging yourself to do, a little less with a little, with what you've got. We can make this work. I know we can. Come join me on Facebook. Let's share ideas. Let's do it together. We're all in this together. Everybody's, trying to do the best they can. So come with me and let's do that. And I will keep downloading resources. Like I said, I already have the budget worksheet started on there, so you can certainly download that. And I'm trying to get savings challenges up, so I'm doing it as quickly as I can. And remember, if you have a really bad budgeting day, give yourself some grace. Start again the next day. It's important to keep trying. All right, gang. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a wonderful month. I hope to see you on Facebook. All right, gang. I will see you soon. Everybody, take care.